Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer. And welcome into the hottest spot in town. Good morning. You have stepped into Sunshine's Corner, where we talk about the things that certainly needs to be talked about. And I'll tell you, let me say this first of all, from this past weekend, we were out, I want to say, to Baptist Hospital, Baptist Healthcare, for having us out at their tour of wellness that kicked off this past Saturday, which was absolutely fantastic. Joy, Casey, all the guys that were there, such a great event, and the turnout was absolutely great. And I thank you for allowing me to be a part of that. And today we're going to move right on into that same area because, we got one more day in September. And of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But we want to talk about breast cancer every day of the year. We're not just going to just set it back to be in October. And today I have a group of ladies that I promised, I said, look, y'all got to come back. Talk about it. And we are back. And look, I'm going to start on my right with you, on my far right, to give that introduction, because I will miss out on things that you do in this conversation. We've been talking on Facebook for a minute.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Tell everybody about you, what you do. We're going to come all the way around.
Okay, well, I'm Marcella Powell. I am a, oh my goodness.
Help me out.
I'm a state leader with YSC, Young Survivors Coalition, international breast cancer organization that helps women 41 and under who've been diagnosed with breast cancer.
Okay.
I am a 3-year survivor. I was diagnosed at the age of 31. And I am just, happy to be here.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Come on. You say that. She said, yeah. We decided it was on Monday morning.
Yes.
Now we're going to move to the middle. We're welcoming back.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm Emily Hardin. I am a 3-year breast cancer survivor.
Yay!
I was diagnosed at 38. I'm a Pensacola Breast Cancer Association ambassador. I'm also a trained wig fitter and a mastectomy bra fitter. I have a boutique that helps women with their needs as far as wigs and mastectomy bras and breast forms.
Absolutely. Such great work that you guys are doing. Such great work.
I'm happy to be here too. My name is Tara Kamm. I am a 5-year survivor this year. I've reached that magic number that we all hope for and pray for, but I am a ambassador for the Pensacola Breast Cancer Association as well. I just recently got invited to be a yaya for the Keeping Abreast the Yaya crew for Mardi Gras. It's a great organization also that you just give so much back to the community for breast cancer.
Absolutely.
And then I have my podcast called Power Over Pink, where I host a show as well, and I invite survivors to come tell their stories because it's empowering.
It is. Empowering. And you know what, I want to say this because I want to get everybody to focus on this. I'm looking at the age where some people think, no, not that young, when that's false. So false. 30s. And what this is to get you to understand how important it is. I don't care how young you are, to stay in front of your doctor.
Yes.
And learn to do those self-exams.
Yeah.
At early. And it's so many other things. I think when you told me the last time, if I remember correctly, that is a part of that you can find out that will give you signs. Like when you said, I think you said leakage and stuff like that.
Yes.
Talk about that.
So when I was before I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I just felt like something wasn't right about my body, but also I guess you could say it was a self-breast exam, but really I was just in the mirror and I happened to squeeze my nipple, and it was a clear, small, tiny, like teardrop tiny liquid that came out of my breast, but it was really small, like smaller than an ant size. But I was like, why did it do that? I knew something wasn't right. So that was a sign, as well as just the excessive fatigue and, things of that nature. But I highly recommend self-breast exams early as 18, because it's women who are 21, 23 years old.
Yeah.
They have metastatic breast cancer. I'm talking about lungs, stomach, both breasts, lymph nodes, fully involved, and they're stage 4 when they go to the doctor at 23. Like, we've had encounters with women who've been that age. So it's very important to get those self-breast exams, to do those self-breast exams.
You said as young as
Yeah.
18 and up?
Yes.
But did you say, okay, you said it could be a combination of
Yes.
of the bodies.
Yes. Metastatic breast cancer.
That's what that word I want to hear.
Yes, metastatic. So it's when it's not localized anymore. So we're looking at for stage 0 to about stage 2. You're looking at just local in the breast, maybe 1 or 2 lymph nodes. But when it gets to stage 3 and 4, then it begins to take over all of those lymph nodes, and then it begins to spread throughout the bodies. And the first places that it usually will spread, let's just say like your lungs, or it can spread to your stomach, your brain, things of that nature.
Oh my.
Yes. Once it gets out of that area, it just, no telling where it will go. So it's very important just to be in tune with your body.
Amen. And when I was going back, retracting, I went back to some of the things that we talked about before. With faith in all of the greater power,
Yes.
what part does that play in when you get that call, or when the doctor tells you, okay, what part does faith play in that with you when you find out?
I think it takes a lot of the fear out of it, because there are so many women with the metastatic diagnosis, so you're facing death essentially eventually. We all are, none of us are
we all
are
got to leave
alive.
there one day, right?
But it removes a lot of the fear of what if I die, because I know where I'm going when I die. So I was able to rest in the presence of my Savior, knowing that He had it either way. And sometimes healing does mean eternity. And
Exactly.
so it's to me, that took a level of, all right, well, I'm here. This is survivable.
Right.
But I'm not fighting it alone.
Oh,
Yes.
and I think that's a great point with everything. You're not fighting this all by yourself, because with me, if I could tell you some stories, there may not have been cancer, but some stories that I have had to live through, and it's the grace of God that I have my sanity today.
Only God.
Oh, God. I have my sanity today for the thing that I went through that was so, I can't put words to it. One day I'll tell you my testimony.
Yeah, I would love to
but the
hear
fact of it is that faith plays a lot in everything. And I'm sure with the mindset that happens, because everybody, when they think of that,
Yes.
they go immediately to the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when it doesn't have to be. And what you do, and I know with your boutique, I think that's, do you get to minister? I call it to a lot of ladies that come in to tell, to empower them as well.
Absolutely, and I think that's something that we have such a strong bond, the three of us, because the women that we do encounter, that's our opportunity to share our story of faith and to be able to say, look, I know how frightened you are, I know how alone you are, but look what God has done for me.
Amen.
Look where He has brought me through the treatments, through the uncertainty, through the fear of dying, through the fear of recurrence that you're constantly battling. So I always end up with a client, and they always leave as a friend, and we laugh, and that's a really good time for us. The thing about breast cancer, when you meet other women who are going through it, you experience this immediate kinship with them. It doesn't matter what age, what stage, their demographic, it just kind of just bonds you, because you recognize another survivor, another fighter.
Absolutely.
So I love talking about, the realness of the experience, but also what God does for us.
Amen. Amen. Absolutely. And I love that when I look at your eyes, and your eyes are the window to the soul.
Yes.
When I see that joy that you can share to help somebody else, that is amazing. And I believe that God, I'm such a lover of His. I'm so much in love with Him.
Yeah.
I'm just so deeply in love with Him.
Yes.
And when and this is going to be, when you first heard the word, when the doctor first came and said, yes, this is, take me there.
Wow. When they say the word cancer, you really don't hear anything else, so they give you what to do next and what it could look like and steps to, get appointments made, and you really hear nothing else. You just focus on that word. And unfortunately, I had gone to my appointment by myself because I was positive that it was not cancer. So my husband was supposed to go with me, and I was like, don't worry about it, just go home and get dinner. It was when the bridge was out and there was a long commute home. It was a whole thing, but I went by myself. And so hearing that word, I had a 30-minute car ride to process that word and how big it was, because at that point, everyone in my family who had passed away had passed from cancer.
Okay.
And so I thought, is this my end? You know, so then you really just, I dove off a mental cliff, went straight to the end, and then I had to figure out how to climb back out of that mental. Yeah, it was hard.
Understand.
It was very hard.
What about you?
It was an out-of-body experience because I was like Tara. I thought I'm too young. I just expected to get good news because initially when I found my lump and I got an ultrasound and a mammogram, I was told that it was a cyst. It was benign, that it should collapse and disappear on its own. It did not. After about 6 months, it doubled in size from the tip of my pinky to an almond. When I came back and they finally did the biopsy, then I came in, and at the time it was during COVID, so I didn't have anyone with me. I thought I couldn't have anyone in the room with me, which I didn't realize I could. But as soon as they said, you know, we're so sorry, it is actually cancer, it was an out-of-body experience. I just could not believe it. And when I left that appointment and walked out into the parking lot, my husband was waiting in the car for me. He said that my face looked shell-shocked, and he knew.
Really?
He burst into tears right then and there because he knew that it was not good news. And I wasn't even anxious about it. And my family and friends, they were the ones that were fearful that it would be cancer, but I was like, no, I'm too young. Even though I have a history, my mom's a breast cancer survivor. I just figured that's not something that happened until I had to worry about until maybe later in my 50s or something like that. So yeah, it was, you just don't think that it can happen to you. So
Absolutely.
I was numb. Taking you to that day I was diagnosed, I was numb. I knew before he told me that it was cancer, because it was an issue. Like they were like, in 3 days we're going to call you with the results. They did, when they called me, they said come into the office. So I actually that day I was a wreck. But when I went into the office, when he told me the word, you know, when he diagnosed me, I was numb, and I was pretty numb for about 2 weeks. Just everything around me was moving, but I was just stuck in that place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I did all of this to come to the roaring, what we got coming up right now. I love that roaring.
Yes.
I mean, because this is the event we were talking about that we were going to do in July.
Yes.
But then we rescheduled it for October.
Yes.
The 26th.
25th.
Yes. I'm close. That right there.
Yes.
There it is. Roaring Pink in the City. Talk about that.
So Roaring in Pink, it is a night of awareness, a celebration for anyone who wants to celebrate women who have overcome breast cancer, to celebrate even people over the world. And that night we're going to be honoring cancer survivors. We're going to have great speakers, Emily being one of them. We have a great, listen, hold on, we have a great host. Come on. And it's really going to be a phenomenal night of just roaring. You know, I got the name Roaring because it was one moment in my cancer journey where I had to let out a huge scream. It was like I couldn't take it no more. I didn't know whether to cry, just to die, whatever to do. And I just screamed at the top of my lungs and just screamed from my belly. After that, oh, I was okay.
Really?
I was okay.
She was with me when you said that. I mean, that was her release.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
And so that's how you came up with the name, that Roaring Pink.
Yes.
Oh, wow, how beautiful. Are you ready for your night to speak, Emily?
Yes, I can't say no to. I cannot say no. So yes, I'm excited to celebrate all these amazing women. The past couple of years, we've lost friends.
Yes.
And so this night is for the ones who are fighting, for the survivors. Everywhere is everyone is affected in some way.
Some type of way.
Yes.
Right.
And the best thing about it is that the funds raised from this event, they will be donated to Young Survivors. A portion of it will be donated to Young Survivors Coalition, who support women 41 and under.
Mm-hmm. I love that because you know, like you say, younger women, they think, no, not me, not yet.
Yes.
I don't have to worry about this yet.
Yes.
But then even if you do not have that in your family line, still get tested.
That's right.
Absolutely. What are you gonna be doing that night at the
Will I be doing? Oh, I'll be attending.
You're not speaking. You're
Not at this event.
You gonna dance?
Oh, she gonna dance. She saving me a dance. We gonna dance.
I can't wait.
Sunshine, you gotta dance too.
Oh, we gonna do the boots on the ground, baby?
Listen,
Let's
we
do
can do
it.
it.
So we can get my feet moved.
Come on here.
But that's going to be fun, and I see this with the joy that you guys are sharing with it, and I'm so pleased that you asked me to be a part of it, and I'm excited, just as excited as you. But we want you to be as excited. How can people be a part of this, the community, so they can come out and support?
Yes, ways that they can be involved. If they have an organization, things that they offer for the community, they can sign up to be a vendor. They can purchase tickets to come out. If you have a business that maybe you want us to add to the silent auction or something, we can. And most of all, just come out and support it. However you want to show up, just show up. Be ready to smile, be ready to cry, but most of all, be ready to just feel the magic behind what it feels like to get in a room and celebrate courageous, strong women.
Yeah. Oh, unbelievable. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk more about that because I think this is absolutely phenomenal. And I say this all the time. When we come up with organizations that are doing events like this, let's not find ways not to. Let's find a way to be in support of what they're doing. And if you're a vendor, would like to be there, I'm going to give you numbers. There is a QR code on that flight. You can get that QR code, do what you need to do. We're going to talk more about that when we return right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families and hear from area experts and local business owners about their programs and services. Want to help? Find out how you can work with us to bring a better future to our seniors. Watch Coming of Age, 3:30 p.m. Wednesdays, only on Blab TV.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long. We're strengthening poles to better withstand severe weather. We're clearing lines to improve resiliency, and we're constantly training teams to act at a moment's notice. Because we're always working, always preparing. So when storms do hit, you can count on us. FPL, working for you every single day.
For the past 5 years, Blab TV has worked with the McCullough Institute and Plastic Surgery Clinic here in Gulf Shores to get our message out to the public. Blab TV works. I am Dr. Galen McCullough, and I am Blab TV.
I'm Kathy Halsworth, Artistic Director at Pensacola Little Theater. Join me on the first Monday of every month at 7 p.m. for the Center Stage, where me and my artistic friends talk about all things on the stage and at the Clark Family Cultural Center. Join us, won't you?
And welcome back to this great conversation on this Monday. God, you know what? I can't believe that it's already October. I know. See, that we just got here in September. No, put it like this: this year is gone.
Yes.
Yeah. The year has just slipped by us. But the fact of it is, ladies and gentlemen, you've got time still to be a part of this great roaring event that's coming. I love that. No. What's that song? I am something. Hear me roar. I am woman. Hear me roar.
Yes.
That was Helen Reddy. But everybody, look at that. But this is the flight. If you're at home, you can see that QR code right there at the screen, because you can take that out. Do it. But if you do not get that, if you want to be a part, if you would like to be a vendor, I'd ask you to call.
Yeah.
Because some people like to talk.
Okay.
Now, who's the contact person?
Yes, they can call 251-769-5153.
251?
769 5.53.
Okay, I didn't know all that. But the fact of it is, we want you to be a part of this. I'm excited.
Yes.
I mean, please let us come together to do this in support of such a great organization, such great things. And that night when you hear, you said something also that, Emily, that when you talk about you're affected by this some type way, everybody. So let's not just say no, that's your family, not my family. No, we are all a great big family. So we should all reach out to connect in areas like this. With the fact that it's real. We've got to be able to acknowledge the fact that we can be in support. If I don't, I can help. Yes. Do you see the picture I'm trying to paint? Yes. That we should be that part that always make that connection and not, let's not find ways not to, but it's so much easier to find ways to. Yes. I believe collectively, and I'll say this to anybody, when we put all of our resources together, there's nothing we can't do. Yes. I mean, no thing. And we talk about the importance. What are your daily practices and mindsets as you travel your journey? What is it daily? Just a mindset. And I say that, and I'm gonna share something that happened with my brother. Just a daily mindset. What is that with you?
Live with purpose.
Okay.
And meaning.
Exactly.
When you face the reality that you may not get along life, you're like, what am I doing? Am I doing what I'm called to do? Am I living my purpose? Because I believe we all have a purpose and God's plan. And so then it really just kind of kicks you into gear. So I want to live with purpose. I want to live with passion and joy. And so when I have those thoughts that come in, the reoccurrence fears and the struggles with people and just life, I have to stop and be like, no, I get to be here.
Exactly.
I get to be here and I get to do this hard thing, or I get to do this fun thing, and I'm here for the party. So when I say I'm coming to dance, like that's my new lookout. I'm like, I'm coming for the party. Like, let's have a good time.
Party with a purpose.
Yes.
And truly, I just want to live like that always now.
Absolutely. And I mean, we as a people should take that what you just said and put clothes on it.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows what tomorrow holds.
That's right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So live for today as if, because he says, live for today, let tomorrow take care of itself.
That's right.
That's the word of God. So I see that when you say live with a purpose. And I know with your boutique, it's got to be a level of excellence there with you. And when I say excellence, because there's so many people that you're helping, you're that link that they need. Talk about that, because that's got to be, I can see, I'll probably in there just,
And it's hard to, because you know a lot, and everyone's experience is completely different. So I always have to respect where they're at mindset. Some people are ready to talk about their diagnosis and their treatment. Some people are very protective of it and not ready to discuss it and share it with the world. So I always have to be mindful of that sensitivity of where they are in their journey, or, whether they're brand new, or whether they're survivors and they're still wearing wigs, 2 years later. I think it's really important to be able to help them learn how to be more present when possible, how to help them have those support systems, because that's one thing that I'm real big on. I tell them about Power of Pink. I tell them about YSC. I tell them about Bosom Buddies and all the different types of support groups. And I used to have a monthly support group that we're going to start back again that was called Tea for Tatas. And to be able to link them to those resources so that they don't feel alone. So that when they are ready to talk about their story, they're going to know who to go to, what other places to go to that might offer mastectomy bras or even wigs, or places, grants and treatments. So being that hub, not just there to have a business and to obviously there to help them rebuild that confidence in themselves, but also so that they can have that sisterhood and that connection, especially for those that may not have family in the area.
Exactly. I heard you talk about your daughter a lot. How did that affect her?
So my daughter, she's very unique. She's gifted. She's very unique, and she loves God. Like, from when she was a child, I introduced her to God, letting him know, letting her know that, keep him with you
everywhere you go.
So the time when I initially told my daughter that I had cancer, that in that moment, it devastated her. It was very hard for her. But the next day and after, she was my motivation.
Oh, come on now.
She would make me ice cream and put like 5 different cereals in it. And I would have to, I still kid her to this day. Like, remember that ice cream you made me, Corey, when I was on chemo? But she prayed over me. Sometimes I have a recording from my daughter still on the phone. One day we was just sitting on the couch and I was so heavy-hearted. And out of nowhere, she was like, and she was 8 at this time. Out of nowhere.
How old was she?
8. Out of nowhere, she said, Mom, you know, even if Jesus don't do it, you still gotta be a God believer because there's nothing too hard. And I mean, she just started prophetically speaking.
God was speaking through her.
I had to pick, I took my phone out and I just pressed record on it because I didn't want her to know I was recording. But I'm telling you, she just flowed. In which after she finished, I just gave her the biggest hug. But she knew God was gonna heal me. And even when, you know, fear set in and tried to say, oh, you can't have this healing, like she was like, no, Mom, it's already done. Like you and I'm talking, she was my biggest inspiration.
Come on, she was speaking that word into existence.
Yes.
Come
yes.
on,
At
that is
8.
beautiful. At 8 years old.
At 8.
Oh, don't tell me if he can't speak to a jackass, he can speak to himself.
Come on.
Come on now, if he can speak
So
to
true. A burning bush, listen.
a burning bush. Come on. So don't ever put that. He can do anything but fail.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And I believe in it. But that is beautiful.
Yes.
And you know, but what about the ice cream and the different kinds of cereal? What?
That's because she wanted to, like ice cream made her feel better.
So she was giving you ice cream and cereal.
She went and got me. She was like, can I make you some ice cream, Mom? And I'm like, okay. I thought she was just going to get something to put in the mold. She put like Fruity Pebbles, Kicks, the Cocoa Fruity Pebbles. And I have a picture of it still. And she's like, here, Mom, here you go. And I was like, okay, thank you. And she was like, look, she stayed there. She was like, eat it, Mom. And I was like, okay. It's so good, Corey. She was like, you gotta eat it all to make you better.
So I ate it. I bet that was a burst of flavor. But no,
Yes.
think about that, how, you know, I believe that sometimes we have to be mindful that even through our children, God places things that he knows that all we got to do is trust him.
Yes.
But when we trust him, I mean, even what the eyes may see,
Yeah.
you got to be able to trust him beyond that because he is the healer of all.
Yes, he
If you
is.
understand what I'm saying.
Yes, he
And I
is.
thought that was so cute, but your baby with the ice cream. Will you eat it today? I mean, there are many flavors. Can you imagine all those flavors? I can actually Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Puffs.
Never forget it.
But things like that are things that you will take with you for the rest of your life.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? This is what was on my heart. Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. We see what they're fighting with was already won. I got your baby. With the cancer word, the cancer, the disease. I don't like to put a label on anything that we all got to go. I don't know how I'm going to go. But I think God wants us to know that even if it's the sea, or even what I went through, that I did not die, that I'm still here, that my faith is, we got to learn to put all that we have to trust in him. He said, just trust me. Trust me. And I think that I don't know how to say what I'm feeling on the inside, even though it's such a huge thing that you deal with on a daily basis, but God.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I don't ever get caught up for words, and today I can't get it out.
That's okay.
I can't bring it out.
I feel this as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
I
will
fear no evil, but thou art with me.
There you go.
Come on, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me. Don't make me get up. No, because these are the things that I believe that even when we're going through life, even when we're not, these are the things that God wants us to rely on.
Yes.
even if not. You understand what I'm saying?
So true.
That we got to learn to rely on him, because there is another source out there that wants us to learn to follow him, and he is totally not for us, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
But ladies and gentlemen, we had a Sunday school on a Monday.
That's all right. That's all right.
But it's the fact that when you fall in love with him, when I say truly fall in love with him, that's the greatest love that you could ever find. And I make my friends laugh. They always say, I said, no, yeah, he's my boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? He don't cheat on me.
Listen.
I mean, but they laugh because they know I'm fine, just like I am, because I'm not going to have to go through that.
Yeah.
But the fact of it is, ladies, we're talking about Roaring in Pink coming up in October. And I want everybody that's sitting here viewing with us today, there's a flyer on the screen. Roaring in Pink fundraiser that's going to be there. Look, there's at 6 to, look, isn't it you're not out late? And by that time, the time would have changed. It's going to be dark at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
So you're not out late. You get to come home and do what you got to do. It's going on the 25th. I mean, the culinary productions right there down on Wright Street, right?
Yep.
I've already found this. I know where I'm going. But the fact that it's a great event, and I want everybody to come out and please be a part of this. I want you to talk. I don't know what I should bring this up. There was a person that was here with you before. Is that okay? Yeah. And I think you when you called it, you told me.
Yes.
Great is he that's in me than he that's in the world.
Well,
let's talk about that. Can you talk about that for the moment? Because I want people to see that God is able. Whatever he allows, it's in his timing. And she's a warrior.
Yeah.
I mean, a warrior. Do you mind?
no,
Go right ahead.
Tina, she was here with us the last time. She's one of the co-authors in the book Life After Chemo.
Oh, I talk about the book. Yeah.
And last time she was with us, since then she has, went under some health scares, and now she has been put on hospice. She's one of the most brilliant women I know, and she is a fighter. Let me just say that she ain't going nowhere until God get ready.
Thank you.
And until she get ready, because she has her dukes up. But she is, she did have metastatic cancer. So one of the things, that she also found out that she had some other underlying health issues going on, which prevented her from options of chemotherapy. So right now she's at home with her beautiful husband, her beautiful daughter, her beautiful best friend. And they are helping her as much as they can. She's getting a lot of rest that she needs, and she's probably even looking at us right now. So if you are Tina, we love you.
That's right. And she was, when she was here before, how she just motivated me with just by talking.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's amazing.
She is amazing. When we come back, we got a little break, and we're going to talk about life after chemotherapy.
Yes.
That's the book we talked about before. So get ready, because Tara's going to tell us everything about it. We're returning right here on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Well, Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if auto owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
The Emerald Coast Utilities Authority's state-of-the-art materials recycling facility processes recyclables for communities throughout the region, lowering need for more landfills. This highly efficient recycling service accepts glass, paper, cardboard, plastics, aluminum, and more. But we need your help. Please make sure your recyclables are clean of garbage, food, and liquids. Also, please remember that plastic shopping bags, foam products, or yard waste are not recyclable. To learn more, go to livegreenecua.com.
And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. Now let me do this like this. So this is Vanna. Okay, I'm gonna have to make it like this is Vanna Black. Oh my goodness. This book, ladies, we talked about this and look, we're holding the book. Life after chemotherapy. Let's talk about that. Each one. Start with you, Tara. Come on, tell me about the book.
I believe that Marcella is the head of this. She was the one that made this a thing. She was like, hey, I want to write this book. Who wants it? And of course, I was like, me. I definitely do, regardless of what it even is about, because everything she does is gold. So I want to be a part of it. But like I said, I have the podcast, and our stories are just so powerful. And so it's just an opportunity for us, and the three of us and Tina, to tell a little glimpse into what our journey was like, and how we made it through, and how life is so much better after chemotherapy, and how to get through it and have that outlook. It was a no-brainer for me. I want everybody to know that there is life after chemotherapy, and it is beautiful.
I love that title. I mean,
exactly.
I didn't say that.
Exactly. Yes, when I got the opportunity to write co-author with these ladies, I thought this would be the perfect time to talk about God, talk about laughter through these hard times. And it comes from 4 different perspectives.
Exactly.
And, different stages, different experiences with reconstruction or no reconstruction, with the chemotherapy, and talking about how you're able to kind of reclaim yourself, because as women, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves daily. Motherhood, jobs, family. So as Marcella says, we're pillars a lot for our family. And so coming through having to pretty much change your entire identity from the start of cancer through after chemotherapy, this book is really just a testament to how you can come through that with your sisters, with your family, with God. And so, and also I think with me, I was really hoping to make some people laugh, and just, we all have this unique perspective, and this book is just, I've called it a love story to ourselves, and it is, and to God.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're going to the brain behind the idea of life after chemotherapy.
So right after chemo, I wrote a book called Roar. There's that word again. So it was about my breast cancer journey. But after the breast cancer journey, the healing process, I was like, someone needs to hear about life after chemotherapy, not just the process of going through it, but what we struggle with. People think that after cancer or after treatment, that's it and life goes back normal, when it doesn't. That actually it's a whole new identity in a life that you take on. Because believe it or not, in the book we all talk about the body aches, the chemo brain, the memory loss, the
okay, hold on a second. You said the got me stuttering.
Chemo brain.
Chemo brain.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Now, as you talk about these things, let's just give a little tidbit of that. So,
Yeah.
talk about.
So chemo brain, we can be, sometimes I'll speak for me, and then maybe you all can put your 2 cents in. I'll be talking, and I'll just, be like, girl, that chair over there looks so good, or that chair look good on her feet, but I'm really talking about shoes. Or literally, we could be talking about something. I'll be like, wait, did you just say that? Or someone to ask me a question, and I'll just be like, and it's called chemo brain, which can affect us up to 25 years after chemo. It affects our short-term memory. Chemo does have those negative side effects that we battle with each and every single day, even with our bodies. Still to this day, like, of course, I'm overweight a little, just a little, y'all, just a little. But after chemotherapy, like now I have to, I can do things for maybe an hour and then I have to like sit down for a minute and get my stamina back. It has took a toll on our bodies physically, and we're still healing from that. Cells are still rebuilding themselves and redeveloping themselves. So we literally feel that still. What about you?
I mean, but let me ask you, when she said this, she said that, after chemo. Now that was something, a light bulb came on, because I had never thought of that. That after the chemo, it's not over.
No.
Because in my mindset, now I'm being absolutely transparent, I thought, okay, everything was going to go back to normal.
Anything but normal.
Everything but normal.
You don't even know who you are anymore because your body isn't how it was prior to. So everything you used to do is not the same. Like none of it is the same. And so you feel fatigued and inflammation. The chemo does what it's supposed to do. It kills the cancer cells, but it also damages healthy cells. So then you're rebuilding that, getting that inflammation out, trying to get healthy again. And then I just recently had a conversation with my husband, and he's like, you just have to understand that old you is gone. So you have this new version, and if you're like me, because mine was hormone positive, you have a full hysterectomy, so you're facing menopause, you're facing all these things like rapid fire, and you're just like, wait, what happened? Where did I go?
Wow.
Who am I? And I can't even formulate words. So for chemo brain, for me, like I would say, it was like a missing piece of, if you wrote a sentence and just cut out the middle, that's what it felt like that missing. And so I would say, well, you know what I mean, just fill in the blanks.
Right. I got you.
I'm trying, and it's just not coming. So it's just that constant figuring out how to rebuild what cancer stole from you is what the words I like to use.
That is so powerful. I mean, that has really opened my eyes to another, because you do have to go back and get tested again after sometime, and maybe a year or 2 years or something like that, right? So therefore, it's a constant, that light bulb. And to say that, I never heard of chemo brain.
And the testing part is a whole nother story, because until the 5-year mark, and even after the 5-year mark, it's like every test we go to, it's like, oh my gosh, like the feeling of anxiety or anxiousness. Even resting in God, we're still human.
Of course.
So doctors, they always say, well, yours was very aggressive, so if it comes back, it'll come back within the first 3 years or the first 5 years.
They tell you that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And if I can be transparent with you and the world at this moment, I just went through a scare. The last 2 months, I was going under crucial testing because they thought I had metastatic cancer. And because I did a CAT scan and some spots came up. And I haven't shared this with anyone but the ladies. And I mean, thank God that the testing, after all the testing, and all the anxiety and all the, the fear and all the mood swings because of the fear, it's well, but we go through that like every 6 months.
Yeah.
Every 6 months.
Yeah.
Every 6 months.
The last time I got a scan, and speaking of just this anxiety, and I've always been a very optimistic person, very strong with my faith. This is a scan a year after or actually almost 2 years after all of my treatment. And I was feeling fine. Suddenly I start hearing the clicks of the machine, and I just burst into tears. And I'm not a big public crier. I was embarrassed about it. But what that revealed to me is that I had no idea that I was still carrying around all of this stress and trauma from all the treatments. It's almost like my body remembered, and my mind started going to, well, what if you have to go through this all over again?
Oh my.
What if this is going to reveal something, another tumor, or it's spread, and when it comes back a second time, it comes back with a fierceness, is what they say. So even though I thought I was fine, I felt fine, what Marcella and Tara was saying, it's not just over when they take your breast out or when you're done with chemo. You're still recovering. You went through survival mode for so long that when it's finally finished and you're finally sitting and the dust settles and you're trying to figure how to recalibrate, You know, some of us our breasts are gone. There's a lot of hormonal side effects. You know, there's just so many things wrapped up into it, and you still are trying to just feel safe again, basically.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
you might be emotional long after your chemo was finished versus when you were going through it.
My God. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this is the fact that this book is one that you need to get. Life After Chemotherapy. Because of the fact that, just like you, I'm pretty sure others were thinking on the same line that I was. But this book will answer so many of your questions, to let you know what it is, the journey that you're going through, and why it's so important to be supportive of everything that we talk about. Because don't just think that, I don't want to do that. Now, you know how you get the attitude sometimes? I hate it. But the fact of it is, listen, ladies and gentlemen, get that QR code that's going to pop up to see it again in a minute. It's going to be on the screen, but you can get there. It is. You can get up from your chair, come on over to the TV right now, click, get it. No, it's just that simple. Yes. It is just that simple. And then you get that and get your tickets and be in support of this that's coming up in October. And I want you to tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your mom and them and all of them that they should be there to support this and get to know these ladies. I tell you, I feel like I have friends here that I have made friendship with that it's going to be everlasting because of the connection I think that we've made by just talking. You and I were on stage last year together. You know what I'm saying? He's got another one coming up. But the fact that, and now I see that you're with the Yayas.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, I think I had somebody on with the Yayas. I have so many people.
Yeah.
I mean, but I try to do my part to get the message out, not just in October, but year round, to be in support, because as you're saying, this is a daily, not just once a year. It's a daily walk that we've got to be in support of. And I know that Pensacola is going to show up and show out. I know that you are, aren't you? Yes, you are. A little bit deeper, got to go back to roar. I am woman, hear me roar. Helen Reddy's song is still alive today. Look, we're going to talk more when we return right here on Sunshine's Corner.
My name's Kelly McLeod. I'm the owner of Bella Magazine. Bella is a source of uplifting and inspiring content for the women of Pensacola. I think the magazine is just so thoughtfully done. There's a lot of attention to detail. The stories are really good.
You've got seriousness, you've got fun, education, fashion. It just encompasses everything.
Women are multidimensional, and so is Bella.
From the efficiency of American natural gas and the dependability of nuclear power, to the strength of Florida's sunshine and the flexibility of advanced battery storage systems, we leverage a diverse mix of energy sources to power our growing state, ensuring reliable, low-cost power for your home or business whenever you need it. FPL, working for you every single day.
At the Hearing Center, the journey to better hearing is unique. A medical model and a personalized, high-quality patient experience is the perfect combination for your hearing healthcare. Our audiologists take the time to listen and help you understand, while using research-backed practices for the delivery of hearing aids. Choose a professional, not a product, for the best hearing possible. The Hearing Center, a better experience because it's your experience.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. So you have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and a lot really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quince Dieter, and I am Blab TV.
Here we go. And welcome back to the hottest spot in town. We're going to need some clinics here in a moment, because if you could have heard what was being said before we came back, was absolutely, I'm going to go to you, Emily, because I want you to share that with everybody, what you said, because I think that is so beautiful. You know, love is a powerful thing. Love is so powerful. And if we would take the negativity out of love and learn to love that way God says for us to love, because I think about this. This is my example. He loved me this much. And if he loved me that much, my God, why is it so difficult that we can't love each other like this? I say what you said, Emily. It's beautiful.
We're just talking about our relationship and how we came together and how it was just such a God thing. And there were times at my lowest, because when I was diagnosed, I really didn't have a support group because I didn't know anyone my age with breast cancer. And I never really asked myself why this is happening to me, but I felt that, you know, even with having gotten a cancer diagnosis and not knowing the future, I realized God loved me so much because all I had to do was look around and see who he sent me.
Yes.
And it was one of those things where it was like, yes, you know, I hear his voice telling me, you know, my daughter, I know that you're going to struggle. This is going to be one of the hardest things you're ever going to have to face, but you're going to learn so much. And my love manifests in these angels, these earth angels who are going to help you be strong, help you get these opportunities to bring out the best in yourself, the warrior in yourself, the friend in yourself. And it's when you feel like you don't have much or you don't have anything, all you have to do is just look around you and see who he sent. That's love. That's love manifested.
That is so powerful. You need to put that on a tape, so we can play that so people can hear that. Did you hear the sincerity in her voice?
Yeah.
Yes.
She means it.
She means it. Oh my goodness. I mean, look at the connection that he put right there for you.
Oh, absolutely. Don't have to be alone.
You're never alone.
He's there, and he's going to send you the best people.
You are not alone.
Exactly.
I mean, don't make me cry.
We'll get the candles out.
Come on. Oh, look, she fighting it.
Ooh, I am. Go, Tara. You won't get me.
I guess I struggled with letting people in before. I always kind of kept a distance because people are unsafe. And what cancer has shown me is that when you isolate yourself, it's like a prison. You remove yourself from the hurt, but you're also removing yourself from the blessings and the gift.
Powerful.
And so after cancer, when God gave me the idea of doing the podcast, that's how I met these ladies. I saw an ad for the Booby Boutique, and I reached out to Emily, and then she told me about Marcella's book, Roar, and I was like, oh, these are women who are doing it. Like, they're doing something. I want to know them because I want to do something. And so then our passion for helping others and loving others, I think, is what really bonds us, because we all have a desire to do something because of what we faced.
Absolutely.
And I think that empowers, I keep using that word, but it's just so empowering to not go alone, to let people in, to love you, because when you do, it just might change your life.
Absolutely.
Like, they're constantly spurring me on when I feel like I don't have anything, and it's like, it's just, you need that in your life. You need someone to push you in those moments. We've all three had and Tina have moments where we're just not feeling it.
Absolutely.
And then you have your support to, like, no, girl,
you got this.
You got this.
You got this.
And
That
what's
was so
the scares that we are facing, and knowing that we're not just having these fearful moments, like, that's normal, that's natural.
Exactly.
And God's still with you, and you've, got your
How beautiful.
Yeah.
You're not going to bypass me.
No.
We got 3 minutes. Talk to me in 2.
These are some great women. They're great women, and I'm not going to cry on national TV. I love them. They're God sent, definitely. Yeah, I'm very uncomfortable. I love you guys.
Really?
Yeah, if I say anything else, I'm going to cry, so I'm not going to talk. They're great women.
Okay. That is so beautiful to have that connection. God always places people in your life when you know. I think people have their seasons. But when he makes that connection, know it. And he's got so much work for you guys to do. And you are using that, your journey, to help somebody else. You're not just holding it, but the moments, no, then you got a support system that tell you, no, we got to do this because we're helping somebody else. You're being selfless in your journey with what you're dealing with. And I just thank God for you. Yeah. I give God the glory for He put me with the three of you. Because we don't know what tomorrow's going to hold. We might be doing a runway thing here soon. Yes. We got the perfect runway. I mean, but think about that. But we're going, and I'm so pleased to say that I thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, go out and get the book. Yes. You can get it on Amazon. Go into talk about it. You got 30 seconds. Tell me how to get that book.
You can buy anywhere books are sold online. It is literally on all the platforms, I do believe. So, yeah.
So get the book. Yeah. Get the book and don't put the book down. Read it. Watch what it's going to do. It's going to help somebody else. And please make sure you join us October the 25th. And I want you to get your tickets so you can to come out support a group of ladies that are doing so many great things, that they are reaching out. Touch somebody's hand, take this world a better place if you can. We got it, girl. We want to sing it all day. Look, I have connected a song with everything. But it's so beautiful, and I'm so excited for you. And we're going to have to keep this going. We got to put another plug in this before the date comes, okay? So you'll be here for me again, so we can make sure that everybody has that top of mind to come out and support with an event like this. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. Yes, ma'am. I thank you from the heart. We thank you. We got a runway coming. Okay. There's the flight. Know what you can do. Get to the phone. Get that QR code. If you missed it, call me. I'll tell you what you need to do. Go on my page. You'll see it there on all three of them. It's there. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get out of here. It's been a fantastic day. We've talked about some powerful things, and I know that you're going to be in support of this event that's coming up, because you always have. And I appreciate you, and I love you with the perfect kind of love. I'll leave you as I do every single day. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first, I guarantee you, you're going to be a total success. And whatever endeavor that you are in right now, keep Him there. So until tomorrow, for another day of sunshine, and we're going to be talking about suicide prevention. So until then, know that I do love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. Get those tickets. Get those tickets. I'll see you in October. I'll see you in October. Bye for now. Thank you, ladies.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.